All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second quarter of this game at the AAFC Carnival between Tasmania and Victoria. Victoria are leading by 28 points. We've got Ace Cornelius in the box with us here, and you're listening to Tubes Taylor at the moment. Ace, as we get away, you went out to the huddle there at quarter time. What did Tasmania have to say?
They spoke about capitalising on their opportunities, pride in the jumper. Again, they mentioned gut running, but they're really happy with the physicality at the moment. They just need to finish off. Yep,
and I went out and saw Victoria. They're really happy with the run to possession and their run across the ring. One thing they want to work on is that chase down, brilliant chase down there by Tasmania, but they want to work on pushing to the contest when the ball's on the opposite side of the ground. So still a lot of work to be done there for Victoria in the coach's mind, but pretty happy with how they're travelling. So we'll see it in the forward line now for Victoria. Tasmania, we'd like to see them come out here and have a bit of a crack. They are kicking to, in my opinion, the scoring end. Ball's one down there beautifully by Mitchell, but he can't get his kick away. A tackle there laid by the big man in Randall Hardy, but we'll see a ball up. Another stoppage there, Ace.
11th for the game.
Insane amount of stoppages here. Mitchell again, who's been playing a solid role there on the half-back line. Kick only as far as the Victorian there as Mychek tried hard. Played on immediately, had a person out there, and it was Josh Cowan. He'll go from about 45 metres out. Nice, long, strong kick. And he's bashed it into the post.
Just disappointing for me at the moment. The forwards for Tasmania aren't pushing up the ground. They really need to push up there. Outnumber, the ball is always going to go to that guy as a forward. You need to make it a 2-on-1. Tasmania really need to push up here and provide the contest.
That's exactly right. Tasmania driving it out long. Mychek will go along. He's got good jukes as he extended them long and took the footy at the highest point. Plays on quickly, moves it up the wing. Great courageous mark there by Cowan going back.
Good to see Riley back out there.
Yeah. Did you get an update on his shoulder there, Ace?
Yeah, just copped a stinger in that part there. The trainers did a bit of work with him. Great mark from Mychek there. Should need to look to switch here. But yeah, just a stinger. He should be right.
He's gone backwards. Finds his teammate down there in, I think that's Rowbottom.
Yep. No, he's not playing. That's not Rowbottom. We're close.
We're close. Anyway, Williams here. Tommy Williams, the goal kicker from the first quarter, chops in with a off-possession mark. Finds his teammate in Tiernan. He goes along with that left foot to the danger zone for Tasmania. Standing back there, we've got a free kick pulled out. Not sure what it's for or who it's going to.
Tommy Quinn's won the push in the back
there.
Well,
we'll have a look at the ball coming in here. We'll see what that was for. Hold on the back end there. So Tom Quinn will line up for his second goal of this game.
A little bit ticky touchwood there, Tubes.
Yeah, very much, very much. Tom Quinn from about 7 metres out makes no mistake and puts Victoria up by 34 points.
I did find out something interesting at the quarter time break.
Right.
Dustin Miles copped 7 stitches after running into Bobby Boucher yesterday and isn't playing today.
Well, the water boy. The water boy's
cleaned him up.
Run through big Dustin Mills.
That's actually very controversial. Can you imagine that happening at the next level?
Oh, well, who?
Big Tommy Hawkins gets bumped into by the water trainer down at Condinia Park and cops 7 stitches and misses the game.
Well, Bobby Boucher, you've got a little bit of work to do there, mate. Back in the middle now. Taps one down by Victoria. Handball comes out to Hibbins. And he gets held up by Mychek and co.
Can't question Tasmania's attack on the ball at the moment, Duff.
No, they're having a crack. I think it's just that extra polish, isn't it, Ace?
It is, mate. Stop kicking the contests.
Hibbins wins it out again. Finds Fletcher, who's been pumped up by the coach at quarter time. His kick only goes as far as green, and he looks to cross. Umpire nearly gets in the road, but picking up is Mark Horn, your man, Ace, as he drives the ball long and finds Haniva, the boy from Wynyard. Swings around. This is what we like to see. Drives the ball forward and a great grab. We'll see that again as it comes in from Haniva, driving long.
Big on Tommy Chug.
Yeah, second grab there from Chugalug, the boy from Evandale. And he'll go back and have a shot from about 45 metres out. Bit of a tough angle as he got the length in his leg.
There's a cascade. No, I'm joking, mate. Look, hopefully he goes back and kicks through the football here. The wind is a little bit behind his back.
This is what Tasmania need. He's pushed it. That wind Just a little bit of a swirly breeze.
You got to start out to the right post there. Unfortunately, you didn't that time.
So Victoria, the first time they've had to bring it out from full back in this quarter. Done it well through the middle of the ground. Handballs quickly. Finds his teammate in Quayle. Drives it into the middle. Hibbins now finds his captain in Craven. The danger man there, but it's whipped up by Tasmania. Chips out long, and he's out. We've got Kelly Mansell switching the ball into the middle. That's a dangerous kick, but there's plenty of Tasmanians there to mop up. Horn drives it out long, and Tassie are out here. Meyer checks free if he wants it. Chooses instead to handball to Squires. He's got plenty of time now. Dodges one, and I think what's happened here is he been called for running too far.
Oh,
no. High, don't argue. Is it Duff?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll go back.
I think you could be right.
The high fend off there.
Yeah.
We'll have a quick look at it here on the replay. Yeah, it's just a high fend off. Just
really need to give the handball there, Tubes.
That's almost a tragedy for Tasmania. So they bring it out and find Tiernan.
Yeah, Meyer check out, didn't he?
He did.
Tiernan now in the centre of the ground, drives it long to centre half forward. Great contest provided there by both players. A little bit of a high tackle, and Evans. Now, Victoria did mention this man, Kelly Mansell, at quarter time. There must be a little bit of chirp happening on the ground. But anyway, Morgan Evans from half forward now. Handballs off to Cohen. Drives it to the dangerous spot, and two Tasmanians go up for it, and no one clunks it. That's just what's happening here at Tasmania. It's been the story of the day here. We'll see it on replay. Two guys just coming at the footy. One of them's got to talk there. One of them has to talk. Anyway, unforgivable stuff. Ball's one down now. Driven out long by Lovell to the centre forward position, but it's all Victoria there. The big V driving it forward in Cohen. He goes from 45 metres out, drives it long.
Bang, bang.
What a magnificent kick and goal by Joshy Cohen. We'll see it here. He had plenty of space, plenty of time. Where are the Tasmanians there, Ace?
That's what we spoke about earlier. The forwards really need to push up and make that outnumber. Can't let Victoria sit back there and set up the wall, take the mark and drive it back in. Forwards for Tasmania really need to lift.
Yeah, it's just that centre half forward man that's got to push up to that contest. Even if he drags his opponent up with him, at least someone's there.
Exactly right. 2-1.
So that pushes Victoria up by 39 points, getting out of the reach here, in my opinion, of Tasmania. But there's still plenty of footy to go. It's only the second quarter, 7 minutes in.
Keep your eye on Tommy Mitchell here. He's really trying to be physical with Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton has been dangerous in that first quarter, had plenty of it. Handballs out to Cohen, who's had a lot of it as well. Drives it long. Williams versus McCarthy. McCarthy wins out and handballs over the top. Looked for the fend off there, did Horn, but he didn't have it. And driven it long now up the wing. Tasmania looking to attack. Got a contest there was Riley, but he's probably still hurting from that stinger that he got in the first quarter. A little bit too high. It comes out to Kelly Mansell. Handballs over the top. Finds Squires. He drives it long, and the first opportunity here for Tasmania to take a mark, but they're just not kicking to the advantage of their Tasmanian forwards. So it's one out again by Victoria.
Big Mitchell Walker just ran underneath the ball there and needed to judge that it was going a bit longer and do his work.
That man there, the Kelvinator Williams, he is very silky smooth with his football as he handballs down to Hamilton and he drives it forward. And yeah, it is my man, Tommy Quinn. Wearing a different set of boots today, Tom Quinn, than he was yesterday. He had a...
Jeez, you must like him to know that.
Yeah, well, I do like him. He's got...
Man crushes.
He may have went down with Hoppy down to Paul's warehouse.
That's right.
And purchased himself a pair of long
Just
socks.
see Williams just driving the ball into that dangerous spot, and Hamilton spots his man and puts it into the right spot for the Quinn dog. And he's going to go back and have a shot at his third. And they're pretty happy with that, the Victorians, so that puts him up. 3 goals for the game, eh? Someone's got to do something about Tom Quinn down there for Tasmania. They've got to either follow up with him and get him there.
Yeah, he protected his space for a little guy there. He really protected his marking space, and then he attacked the ball at the highest point and went back, and that time he was a bit more deliberate in his approach and put the ball straight through the middle.
Yeah, I don't know whether they need to move one of their big, strong footballers down there just to rough him up a bit, Ace, perhaps.
Maybe that's a tactic. We might see that happen in the next half or possibly the end of this quarter, Chips.
So,
big Ashley Arnold now. Big move in the ruck.
Just can't quite get the tap down. It's one down. Salopek tries hard in front of Kira Kapoulos as well. And we'll see another stoppage. Gee, How many is that? That's 12 for the quarter, for 12 for the game, is
Yeah,
it?
12 for the game.
But it's been better footy, hasn't it?
Oh, much better.
Yeah, it's certainly opened up here. As we spoke about, the ground's got a lot more space.
Ruck contest, no one really won a tap to advantage, and it's won out by the big man there in Johnson. Driven forward again by Tasmania, but only standing in the way there is all Victorians. Handballs over the top, finds his man in Kirakopoulos. He drives long, finds Williams.
No forward pressure there, was there, Duff?
No, I was just looking back. Some of the boys have, I've got to say, dropped their heads a little bit. Looking a bit despondent, Ace.
So
Victoria really driving now, aren't they? They're really putting the pressure on.
absolutely, as Riley wins it for Tasmania. He's trying hard. Plenty of time there for Laxey, but he gets his kick smothered by Salopek, and there's a tackle, hard tackle on Barnes, and that's got to be holding the ball. We'll see it again. Tasmania on the boundary. The boys in the peanut gallery getting very keen as you see Riley come in and just hold him up. Great work from everyone involved. A little bit of scrappy stuff happening as well. One down now. Driven forward onto the half-forward line for Tasmania. Mickey Paul just caught out of position and it rolls over the back. A little bit of candy sold, but there he is. Myercheck, handballs to no one in particular. And the captain there, Craven, drives it forward and clears again for Victoria. Great contest provided by both those players in Randall Hardy and Michael Barnes. And we'll see another stoppage and a boundary throw-in on the wing for this great game between the MAP Tasmania and the Big V.
Tommy Green, number 21 for Victoria, is really starting to get on top of his opponent here at the moment. He's being very vocal, as we see him in the middle of the screen here.
Yep.
One play to watch.
So play on here from Tasmania. They want to keep moving that ball forward. Myercheck goes up, but it's one down by the Victorians, and Salopek will clear. Handballs wide and long. Beautiful work there by Joshy Cowan, who's had a lot of it this quarter. Drives to no one in particular, but a little tap out has just worked out for Victoria, and it's one down by Johnson, but he gets wrapped up, and we'll see another ball up on the wing.
Free kick.
Oh, well, I'm not sure what that was for, but the free kick will go to Johnson. I'm too busy on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, to be actually calling the game.
You've got a
Apologies.
few fans out there.
Oh, look, I'm a big deal on the
It's
Twitter.
going off down here.
How's your Twitter feed going there, Ace?
Oh, look, I'm not on it as much as Tubes at the moment. He's back and forth. Mine's
multitasking.
Mine's quieting down a little bit here. He's running the keyboard, running that, and also taking the stats here, the big guy. So,
do you reckon Brian Taylor would do this?
I don't think Brian Taylor will be able to do what Tubes is doing at the moment.
Bristol doesn't have anything on Tubes Taylor. Uncle Brian.
Going beautifully here today, Tubes.
No.
Helps when you know the players a bit.
Absolutely. Kirakopoulos has won a free kick and he handballs quickly out to Salopek. Drives into the middle now, and it's one down by Benny Howe. He handballs quickly off to Hibbins, drives it in, but standing in the road is Tasmania. Cruel bounce for the player there in Horn, but he wins it and kicks out wide looking for the transfer of play. Drives it out in towards Tommy Chugg, but the ball is won over the boundary line, and we'll see another ball up. Or boundary thrown, if you like.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard, but I've got to say I've actually enjoyed the contest. And from moment to moment, it's been really interesting.
Absolutely. The Tassie boys haven't given up, you know, and there's still plenty of football to play, so it's good to see. Hibbins wins the handball. Tackled high there was Laxey, and he will get a free kick on the half-back line for Tasmania. Kicks long, up the wing. Just a huge amount of Victorians around the footy there, and Shawnee Carr takes a good grab, flying back with the flight of the footy. We'll see it here again. Just comes across the pack there and just read the footy beautifully.
Could have surprised himself a bit there with that one.
I think he probably did. He clunked it nicely like Levi Casbolt. So Victoria now, plenty of time, plenty of options there. Crosses the ball to Joshy Cowan. He looks for the handball, gets it back. And they're calling his name, but wrapped up beautifully, but he gets tackled. Get his handball away. Victoria working the ball out beautifully. Kirakopoulos as well. Finds his teammate in Howe. Howe goes quickly, looks for the 1-2, gets it back. A lot of strings of handballs here working beautifully for Victoria. Kaplan now driving the ball forward and long towards that danger zone. Williams gets a quick little handball off, and there he goes, the danger man, Quinn. But I think it's going to roll through for a single behind to Victoria.
That play there, Duff, was pretty nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll just see this handball from Williams. Nice work to just look one way and then handball the other, the old look-away handball, and unlucky it didn't roll through for a goal. Running hard at the footy, there's Van der Veen. Ran over the footy, I beg your pardon, it's Robertson. And another good tackle from Riley. He's doing the tough stuff there, Ace.
Yeah, the umpires pulled a free kick here. Riley threw him into the fence. Umpires got in for holding the man. And Victoria kicked the ball the wrong way.
Well, they found an opponent there. They still think they're going with the win there, and the ball's one down by Fletcher, the goal kicker in the first quarter. Finds Salopek, and that's a nice long extension of the arms and grabs a nice little mark at centre half forward. He'll look forward now. Tries to find my man Quinn. It goes over his head, and Horn will win the ball and clear for Tassie. Salopek leading the footy. Punches into the middle. Danger spot for Victoria here. They'll go long and strong and find a teammate. No, cut off there beautifully by Tasmania. Horn clears again, but only as far as that man Jamesy Fletcher.
Yeah, Horns really need to stop blazing away here and find a target. That's 3 times now he's just put it on the boot. A little bit disappointing for Mark Horn.
So perhaps a little bit more talk in the back line for Tasmania, just to be able to let them know that they do have a bit of time. As Salopek comes in nicely, that was a great little kick in from Fletcher to find Salopek here. I think Salopek probably surprised himself as well. He just got onto it with a one juke.
Just put the 1 mid out there and it stuck, didn't it?
Yeah, long sleeves. Bowl cut as well.
Bit of alfalfa on top. Salad's doing a bit.
Yeah, probably got a bit of product in there as well. So he'll go back and have a kick for goal to put the Victorians up by a huge commanding lead of 52 points. He's just sprayed it a little bit. Tasmania got a lot of work to do, 47 points behind. It's just about a bit of pride now, I think, for Tasmania. They haven't even looked like scoring when they've gone into the forward line, Ace.
Yeah, look, I think the game's out of their reach, but as you say, it's about pride now. They really need to put a score on there. They really need to start lifting Tasmania and look back to do a little bit of grit in the jumper.
Good little mark there at half-back for Lukey Johnson, but he's handballed off and the kick only goes as far as Victoria. That's got to be holding the ball there. Great tackle by Nathan Robertson on that man Steinhardt. Robertson plays on quickly. In a bit of trouble here, but slipping over was Williams. Crossing the play nicely. Great grab there, flying back with the footy was Walker. Kicks the ball long and you hear it come off that boot. A little bit of a push in the back,
Tommy
I think,
Chug.
there. Tommy Chug.
Big chug-a-lug.
The man from Evandale.
It's a good grab from Tex Walker there.
Yeah, it was very good. We'll go back and have another look at the grab itself, if you like. As the ball comes back to Chug-a-lug. Good little grab, flying back, and good to move the ball on quickly. This is what they want, Tasmania. And you can see the free kick, just a little push in the back. The arms are firmly into the middle of the back as Chuggy.
You speak about one-on-ones there, Tubes. Obviously, as a defender, you put a little bit of pressure. Like he's dobbed that one. That's great. Tasmania have put their first one through the big sticks, but you put the pressure on the defender, and he just sometimes makes that little mistake as he did there, and gave him the nudge in the back and gave Chug a chance to go back and do his work. Yeah, just a quick movement of the ball from Tassie. I think the coaches will be happy with that. Big McConnell. So there's big Van der Fern. There's the big, here comes Tassie from the big guy. he's a man about town with the footy, local footy. Inducted into the Hall of Fame legend status last night, but exactly what I told you, here comes Tassie, the big guy. The big guy's in form. Well, they're 41 points down. That's only 7 goals. So they just need a quick fluorescent raining goals. It'd be nice. A lot more positive here from Tasmania. Oh, yes, as Robertson wins the ball down. He's run on quickly and unfortunately misses to the far side. Tassie looked dangerous in this last couple of minutes. Victoria minute 30 to go. Minute 30 to go. Only 20 minutes we're going for. Yeah, only 20 minutes, but that's too easy for Victoria, in my opinion, as Shawnee Carr brings it out. Goes long. Mychek was standing there. It's one down to Fletcher. He gets tackled and wrapped up by Mychek. Mychek trying really hard. There's 3 Victorians he's battling against, and he won't take a backward step either. Wins it down now, and that is Kirakopoulos transferring the play over to Cowan, who's had a lot of it. We keep calling his name. He kicks it beautifully out to Williams. Oh, great contest there provided by the big man in Luke McCarthy, but it's one down by Evans. He snaps around the corner. Behind. You go back to that marking contest there, big Kevin Williams in there to keep his eye on the football there. Absolutely, he just lowered the eyes a little bit, knew the contact was coming and shut the old firm eyes, and real opportunity now for Tassie to get one in the last 45 seconds of this match, of this quarter.
Oh, just can't drop marks like that, because you'll see the ball just running down to the Victorian forward line. And great contest provided by Walker. One up by Fletcher and a push in the back, I think.
Yep.
Is it Duff? He's gone.
Sure.
Not sure. Too busy working the camera there. Kirikopoulos now into the middle, loves transferring the play.
Hamilton.
Here he is, Hamilton. He's played a very good game as well. Not too shabby for Michael Evans. He picks it up. Here we go. Here's a chance for the Vicks with about 4 seconds left in this quarter. Drives it long. Williams is there, works his opponent under the ball, and a behind.
Peter Hudson like there.
Yeah.
Used the rump to be working underneath the football and missed the mark.
So there we go. This half of football is come to an end. It is Victoria. 51 points to Tasmania, 9 points. Goal kickers for Tasmania, just a single one there to Tommy Chugg, and goal kickers for Victoria. Tom Quinn's kicked 3, James Fletcher with a single, as does Josh Cowan, Tom Williams and Nick Petering. Ace, what can Tasmania do to gain a bit of respect in this last half?
That's that one we spoke about where they're kicking to the contest. When they got their free ball movement flowing, they kicked to one-on-ones. As we saw there, Tommy Chugg, that was a one-on-one. The defender made the little mistake by the push in the back, got his opportunity. Tasmania moved the ball pretty well there, Tubes. They just haven't really been able to capitalise in the ball inside 50s.
Absolutely, and take nothing away from Victoria. They are running to every single contest, providing their teammates with a bit of support, and it's good to see. Tasmania, for mine, just need a little bit more talk in the back line as they're bringing that ball out, because there's been a lot of kicks from about that back pocket, half back line that are just going to the centre of the ground and transferring the play terribly.
Yeah, obviously Duff said that the flow of the game has been pretty good. We saw that passage of handballs there from for Victoria. Just that little handball, the step inside, another handball. I think it was about a chain of 6 handballs to get out free, and they gave their forwards the opportunity.